Good morning. Welcome to your card of the day for Tuesday the 11th and or Wednesday the 12th of February, depending on what side of the timeline you are on. So today's card of the day is Apple. Now I'm just noticing that beautiful five-pointed star. And I'm reminded of the course that Venus takes as she travels around the sun. She travels around the horoscope, she makes that shape. And it's a shape that we find incredibly pleasing when we look at it. There's something about the symmetry of those five petals and the core of the apple. This card depicts a golden apple and a hand underneath it, waiting to catch it as it drops from the tree. And the five-pointed star, the core of the apple, looks like it's sitting in a portal because of the way that the light is coming from it. It's like there's a sun or a portal behind it. Apple, trees and bees go together. Without bees we don't have apples. There's something about new beginnings that I feel with apple. To me this is a card of hope. Let me just see what the actual card says. It says everything has an ending. Whether it's today or 100 years from now, nothing can stay as it is. That's not necessarily a bad thing. As humans, we do naturally shy away from death, change, and endings, even goodbyes. Some of us don't even really cope well with goodbyes. But it's really good to stay in that space of remembering that death and change is in nature's plan. Just as every autumn/fall, when all the leaves fall from the tree, it's like the little death. The leaves fall on the ground, and the winter snows break the leaves down, and in spring they become compost, which again feeds the tree as it comes into life again. So death and rebirth is the way of nature. So Apple today is saying that there's something in your life that needs closure. There's something in your life that you haven't let go of yet. It's time to come to terms with the fact it needs closure. Embrace that. And know that in the ending of this thing, something new and beautiful will soon emerge. Could be a situation that you find yourself in that it's time to remove yourself from And even though there's fear in that closure, because we fear endings, we fear change, we fear being broken free from situations that have become familiar, even if they're not safe. The familiar feels safe because we know it, even when we feel unsafe in that situation. It could be that you're having trouble letting go of a situation, of a relationship. I know when my wife died, it was so hard to let her go. Letting go of that relationship, of that feeling of belonging, of that situation in which I felt seen. And yet, the day that I decided that I would let it go and start to build my life, my way, was the day that I started to heal. And I did it all with the support of my team and spirit, which includes Vibralight. I had no boots on the ground to support me. I had to dig deep and find that strength within myself. So this card may be saying to you that if you're grieving, depends on how long it's been. That first year is a year of hibernation. Don't expect to function in that first year. But at some point after the first 12 months, when it's right time for you, the apple is here to help you let go. Give your life some closure. Embrace closure. Knowing that something new and beautiful will come from it. I say grief is one of our hardest journeys. It's one of the most difficult experiences we can have on this planet. It's one of the richest experiences we can have because our hearts break wide open and it puts us in a place of infinite possibilities. And we get to decide which ones we follow. So there's something we need closure for. It could be something super simple. It could be something huge. Only you know in your heart what it is in your life that's asking for closure. I hope you have a blessed day. Remember that the core of the apple imitates the 5 petals of its flower. And that shape is the shape of Venus as she travels through the horoscope, through this heavens. And the reason that it brings us such joy is Venus is the planet of hope and love and sacrifice. Sacrifice in the name of love. She journeys into the underworld. It's the story of Inanna. Look it up if you feel so inclined. It's late for me and my eyes are leaking. So I send you off with blessings for the day. And I'll see you tomorrow morning.